The carbon monoxide LP detector in our van has expired. It's still working fine, but with our luck, we'll be sleeping one night on our trip, one of our trips, and this thing's gonna beep like crazy to wake us up, and then we'll be wondering if it's a real issue or just this thing failing. So I'm going to basically show you how to replace this fairly quick. First thing I want to do is get this perimeter cap off, and it's very easy to do that. Just pop a small screwdriver here and gently pry upward. There's two tabs here that hold the cover. We'll just gently pry this off. Nothing to it. And then we can see the 4 screws that we have to deal with to remove it. Because this van is assembled in Canada, we use Robertson screws or square screws. You can find a screwdriver to deal with this at pretty much any home improvement store. Okay, the unit's been removed out of the hole that was made here by Pleasureway, and you can see that the unit's fine according to the LED here. What we'll do is we'll take this all apart and we'll replace it with a new one. Unfortunately, this particular model is discontinued now, so I purchased one that's compatible from Safety Alert. When you're buying a replacement, it's a good idea to make sure that these things are respecting the specific codes, safety codes and specifications. So as you can see here, this unit has 3 wires. 2 going to the positive lead and ground here. The newer units might just have 2 wires, that's fine. So as you can see here, these were coupled together. So we'll be cutting this off and this off and replacing it. The new units has red and black wire as well, so that'll go here and here. But first we'll turn off the power just as a precaution. I'm replacing my original one with this new one from Safety Alert, model 45-742-BK in this particular case, which means black, although this says WT. If you're looking for a white one, you'd have to order this one. So I've cut away the old detector, and I've just added some new connectors here to connect the new one. Just wanted to show that the circuit's testing fine. We got 13.4 volts here, which is what we're looking for. And as I mentioned, this its original detector had a manufacture date of November 16, 2015, and these are rated for 7 years from when they're powered up. So it's definitely time to change it. Leave it to Pleasureway to build with very tight tolerances with everything they put in their vans. This hole was made specifically for this detector, and the width is shy of maybe 1/8 of an inch, so I'll have to just expand the hole a little bit. If you do this, make sure you reach in and find any hardware, any wires or anything before you start cutting, because that could be extremely dangerous. So I'm feeling around on this side, it's clear, so I'm literally going to basically take away an 1/8 of an inch along this edge, and this should fit. Okay, new hole's made. I'm basically going to just vacuum this up, make sure there's no debris left in there, and we'll be ready to install the new one on the newly spliced wires. Okay, new hole is made. Just a quick dry fit to show what this will look like. Fits perfectly. I'm going to use 2 of the 4 previous screws to put this in. But first I'll make that connection, do a quick test, and we'll be good to go. Alright, so I've connected the new detector, and I used shrink tubing, color-coded shrink tubing to indicate the positive and negative side for the next owner. And I've also used a heat shrink connector on both sides, and that'll ensure no moisture gets in there or whatever. This new unit has a manufacture date of February 25th, 2026, and it has an in-service lifespan of 5 years from now, at which point it's due to get changed again. Okay, so this is all wired. Let's clean this up and keep it tidy. We'll use a little zip tie like it originally was, and we'll get this out of the way. Another good point about using the original screws that came with the former unit is that you're not going to go through this thickness and possibly puncture a wire on the other side, which is extremely important. Okay, so we have this installed now. It's powered up. We'll do a quick test. It's recommended to do a test after taking your van out of long-term storage monthly and before every trip to make sure it works. Here it goes. Okay. Well, there you go. Final product, ready for our next adventures.